Hey, how you doing there again, folks? Me again, of course, Brandon Wenzel. Come back at you, another offering off my sampler platter. Yes, indeed, folks, I play for each series of videos I do for the while. I'll go over there, try food and drink items. I eat stuff, I drink stuff, and folks, I'm going to talk about stuff. I'm going to let you know all that you need to know about hopefully delicious stuff. That time I'm doing this, folks, I'm not going to lie. It's a rare hair down Brandon episode. Yay! My hair is all... I mean, it's still, not great looking, but it's all super fluffy and stuff because I went over there and did the shampoo and the conditioner, and then I did it again because I was like, now it's all... Anyway. Folks, super simple format. I'm going to go over there, I'm going to try out food and or drink items. Whilst I'm doing so, I'm inside the truck. Whilst I'm doing that, I'm wearing a super cool shirt. Folks, you already know. When I wear super cool shirts, I like to highlight the super cool shirt. Super cool shirt am I wearing today? Boom! It's my Central Disorder shirt. Which, if you are not familiar with the phenomenal Illinois metal band Central Disorder, well, then you clearly need to go over there and, book yourself up on your Illinois metal bands. Because trust me, folks, we have a pretty damn good metal scene. Like, I'm obviously a bit of a metalhead, but I vary, but I definitely fall mostly within that category. And the amount of really excellent, heavy metal bands and, hard rock, what have you, it genuinely always surprises. There's plenty of ones that are not that great, if I'm honest, but it is to our tremendous credit that I can go out to shows and, they might have 3 or 4 opening bands, and usually at least half of them are bands that I'm going to go over there and buy some merch from, go get pictures taken with because they're really good. Central Disorder is, for me, especially on the metal side of things, they are amongst the top of the local metal bands. And I say that, there are a lot of really good ones, but they are really, really good. They're also super cool folks. Every time I've seen them, they've always been extremely nice. And I actually have some videos of their shows on this channel, just in case you're interested. I would highly recommend checking them out. But anyway, what am I trying for you folks? What are we doing here? Well, I just got through reviewing something from a local spot, which, by the way, whenever I review local stuff, local eateries to me, it is going to end up in my Sampler Platter Local Love playlist. That is just local spots, and not, McDonald's or Taco Bell or anything like that. Anything that's national. If it's more of an Illinois institution, or even better yet, like something that's really local, that's where that's going to end up. But not too long ago, I became aware that there is a place not too far from me, a little bit of a trek, called I Love Fries. That's their name. And literally the display, outside their thing, is just an eye with a heart and a picture of fries. And I was like, I just got through reviewing some cheesesteak fries from them, but of course I couldn't just get one thing, because that would be stupid, I guess. So, we've also got, boom! We're going to open up, it's going to look sexy. Oh my god, boom, it's these! What the fuck are these? Can we get a thing? Ha 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 ha. Ha 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 ha. Yeah. These are their pork belly fries. It only comes available in one size. With the cheesesteak ones, you could do large or small. These ones, only large. It is $18. So right off the bat, it's a little bit much. But, hopefully they're really good. They consist of tender and fatty pork belly, cooked in house-made Korean ketchup sauce on top of fries. I mean, okay. Now we gotta, they can be good, but they do need to be $18 good. So, first and foremost, I already tried the fries with the cheesesteak ones, but we're still, just for posterity, we got some fries here. And their fries are really good. They're nice and crispy on the outside. Nice and tender, I guess you'd describe, on the inside. They're perfectly cooked. Really, really good. And I appreciate the fact they're a little bit rough cut, They're not some super homogenous bullshit fries that realistically are just potato starch fused together in stick format. These are some real fries. And it did take a little while to get my order. But that's okay if what you're doing is really good. I'm willing to wait. I could have ordered ahead in retrospect. But anyway, fry part, really good. Now, let's go on to the... Oh, this looks so good. Gotta mix it up a little bit. First, we'll just do a little bit of pork belly by itself. Just a little bit of pork belly by itself. Get the fuck out of here. Here's the thing with pork belly. It's delicious, but you have to cook it right. If you don't cook it right, it's tough and bullshit. You have to like slow cook that shit so it gets nice and tender. When you do it right, it melts in your mouth. This is that. Like, seriously. I put that thing into my mouth. There was like almost no resistance. It was just like, oh, I'm in a mouth now. I'm just going to dissolve and be wonderfully tasting and coat your tongue and inside of your mouth. This pork belly is really good. Like, I've had pork belly on its own from some places that I shall not name that was not as well prepared as this. It is really good. And it's really flavorful. It's really tasty. This one's got a little crispiness on the ends, which is also good. Texture is wonderful. It's meaty. It's savory and decadent. The sauce is nice. It's maybe a little bit reminiscent of, like, the closest thing I would say, like a barbecue sauce if you're, from the West. But it's definitely, it has its own personality. Like, and I mentioned this with, even though it's not strictly a barbecue sauce, but I mentioned it with barbecue sauces in the past. For me, if I've got, like, a barbecue or barbecue-ish sauce, I don't want it to just be sweet. Some people like, just the sweet, that's fine. But I personally like it to have some smokiness, have some depth, have some real character, so it can stand out a little bit. This is definitely that. Like, and especially on something like pork belly, sauce is fine, but I don't want it to override the flavor of the pork. And in this case, that's, the sauce is there. It's definitely, accentuating the flavors, but it's not trying to overtake it. So now, pork belly with fries and sauce. And can we get another fry in there? Like a smaller one? Yeah, well, yeah. Okay, there we go. All together now. That's so good. Even with the fries, the flavor of the pork, even with the fries and the sauce, the flavor of the pork belly isn't getting lost, which is very much testament to the fact that obviously they're using good ingredients and they're also preparing it really well. And that thing is, if you're a local spot, if you're a smaller location, especially if you're over there and you've got like a very niche kind of thing, because they're fucking French fries. Yeah, like they do sell like hot dogs too, but their bread and butter is their fries. You can't skimp, and yeah, like I said, it does cost a little bit, $18 for some fries. But if they're really good and they're prepared really well, then, yeah, you can kind of go with it. There's nothing I dislike about this. The fries are really good, of course. Like I said, they hit all the points I want. Pork belly is perfectly cooked. The sauce, I think, works really well. And I appreciate the fact that with it being a ketchup-based sauce, not only does it work well with the pork belly, it also works well with the fries. In fact, I'll be entirely honest with you. And maybe they offer it, I don't know. They could probably just sell the damn the sauce by itself, because like I'd be down for that. At the very least, they should have it as like a little side, which maybe, like I said, maybe they do. But before I eat all of this, 2 questions have to be asked. Would I get it again? Would I recommend it? Yes, but, and yes, but. Here's the thing. Would I get this again? Absolutely. Between this and the cheesesteak fries, it's a little bit of a thing because the cheesesteak fries, I feel like you get a little bit more bang for your buck because you get a lot of stuff. And, even on a small order, like you could basically just down that and that would be your meal. It'd probably be a heavy meal at that. With this, you're getting more for sure, but you are also paying more and you are paying a premium for the premium ingredients. So, would I get the pork belly fries again? Yes, but it would be it would be like a treat for myself. It would not be my go-to order as much as I like it, just because it's hard to rationalize $18 for fries. It's hard to rationalize that. Now, does this come damn close? Yes. But at the same time, I'm not balling enough where this is going to be a regular thing. But it is really, really good. That said, if I'm recommending it to people, they work really well. They're everything I hoped, and probably even a little bit more, if I'm honest with you. So, yeah, of course I would recommend them flavor-wise. Again, the price does kind of have to play a role in that, and that's for you to decide. But I would say, again, just like myself, as an occasional thing, or if you're just fucking you're just making it rain and shit, hey, get it, for every meal if you want. I don't know how long you'd live, but anyway. 5 things before I get out of here. Have yourself a great rest of your day, spectacular rest of the week, monumental rest of your month. Spend this rest of your year, and folks, you go over there, have yourselves a truly I love fries-tastic rest of your life, because, I can't, this for me, it's one thing when you have to try one good thing, and it's like, okay, cool. That's why, part of the reason why, I usually like to go over there and get at least a couple things, because it gives me a better gauge. And in this case, the 2 things I've had have been outstanding, and I'm super happy that I have this as a spot that's, not too far out of my way, that I can hit this place up. So they 100% get my endorsement. Good on ya. I love fries. I love fries. Final 2 things. Number 1, try to bring some positivity in the world. It's not always possible. It is, however, always appreciated. But what you do can't do all the time. I know I can't do all the time. Here's what you're going to do, folks. You're going to try not to be an asshole. Folks, it's not always the easiest thing in the world to not be an asshole. Trust me. Okay, life can be really frustrating and stressful, and it's like, some days it's just going to suck. And, you're just going to have to try to deal with it as best you can. But it is important when we run into those situations, take a step back, try to mitigate the level of assholishness in our lives, hopefully do better for ourselves and for those around us. Very final thing, folks, do the thing. Whatever the thing is for you, that's what I want you to go out and do. Folks, maybe you're going to go over there, and maybe you've got a local spot close to you that's near and dear to your heart, and you're just like, man, this place is the best and it's fantastic. Here's what I want you to do. Don't, obviously keep eating there. That's great. Or drinking there, depending on what the type of the establishment is. But if it's someplace that really is special that you feel, is, worth noticing, do what you can. And that's as simple as, hey, go over there. People always shit on people who post, food pics on Facebook and stuff like that. Or, Instagram. I know it's probably more socially relevant. Twitter's pretty much dead in the water. But the fact of the matter is, it's like, look, if something's really good, I want to share that with people. I want to recommend it to people. And it's part of the reason why I do this show, because it's like, I want people to, have some of the experience that I'm having and hopefully take from that, maybe enjoy it themselves at some point. And, so if there is, like I said, if there's a spot that you really like, hey, and you don't have to do the social media thing, just tell people about it. There's this one spot, sadly it's no longer there, and it bums me out so much, because not only did I not ever end up doing a review for them, I kept meaning to, and I just, missed my opportunity. But on top of that, I loved this place, and I had nothing but just huge amount of support for it. And I pimped that place as much as I could in its early days, because I was working at a gas station nearby, and I was just telling my customers and stuff. And, it was great to see them thrive, and, like I said, they did sadly decide to call it, but, they had a good, over a decade, so, anyway. Yeah, that's it. Bye.